Hey guys, welcome back. This video is going to be about letting go. There are plenty of things that we need to let go of, like toxic relationships, fear, shame, guilt, regret, materialistic or materialism, being scared, living in denial, feeling like you're a failure. Those are just a few. When you hold on to fear and shame and guilt and regret and being scared, and denial and feeling like a failure, all those things are each a burden. The longer you hold on to these things, the burdens grow heavier because they're not being dealt with. The same with toxic relationships. They become a burden. And if it's not dealt with and purged, then it keeps getting heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier until you do. Materialism is another thing that needs to be let go of. That is a quick fix for something you're lacking inside yourself. That is not the way we're supposed to live. The world needs to learn to let go of a lot of things, like fear, shame, guilt, regret, being scared, living in denial, and failure. Well, for one thing, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. We feel fear, shame, guilt, regret, being scared, denial, and failure. That's a part of our experience. But we need to learn to let them go. Because each one of them that I just read off is a heavy burden to carry. And the longer you carry it, the heavier it gets. And so on, and so on, and so on. So we need to deal with these issues and purge them out, whether through screaming and yelling on a pillow, hitting a punching bag, crying, whatever. Release them and let them go. You will feel so much lighter when you do. Trust me. Been there, done that. Also, toxic relationships, they are a heavy burden, and they will drag your life down if you don't end them, purge them, release them, and move forward. Materialism is another thing, or materialistic people. That's another thing that needs to be let go of. You need to watch the other videos, the materialistic people videos, and it explains a lot about that and ways to stop that. But we need to wake up, world, and let go of the things that we have no control over. We have no control over fear, toxic relationships, shame, guilt, regret, the way life changes, and life changes all the time. Materialism, being scared, denial, and being a failure. We have no control over those things. So purge them out, get rid of them, and you will feel a lot lighter. Don't carry those burdens for the rest of your life. It just makes it tougher on you and those around you. And that's not right. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that to remind you that we all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. There was only one person on this planet that was perfect, and that was Jesus. And we are not Jesus. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm not saying don't feel, but don't be so hard on yourself where you take it to a critical point, where it eats you alive. Like I said, none of us are perfect. Accept that we are not perfect. Release it, purge it, let it go. You will feel so much better when you do. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that for a few minutes. And because some people need to be reminded, every once in a while we need to be reminded of things because we get so bogged down by life. I guess I'm going to end it right there. I hope that you will take my advice because I have lived through this stuff, folks. I know what I'm talking about. I always speak the truth. That's why God asked me to do this, to help others, to hopefully inspire and be a blessing to you, to do the things that I've been through, to take my truths and know them and accept them as the truth. Now, each time I released a burden, I could feel how much lighter I felt. Because I was so heavily bogged down with burdens that I was going to have to start crawling around soon. That's how bad I let it go before I dealt with it. So I hope that you will take my advice and do what I suggested. I hope the world will wake up and let go of all these things. I can only give you my advice. I can't force you to do anything. It's your choice. It's free will. But why carry heavy burdens when you don't have to? And you can feel so much better. But you also have to do the work too, you know? If you don't want people to see all the bad parts of you, then work on them, heal them. Don't carry these burdens around because everybody sees your burdens if you're toxic. I don't have the time or the want to carry that stuff around anymore. So I released mine. I released the toxic people from my past. And I feel so much lighter and happier now than I did back then. Anyway, I hope you like, share, subscribe, give a thumbs up, send your friends to the channel, come back and watch more videos. It's a good way to rack up good karma for yourself. We can all use good karma, and I would appreciate it very much. Leave your comments below to let me know how these videos are helping you. And I'll see you again next time. Bye.